This month's pull is one that is a little unusual from the standpoint of pure game, in the sense that I leave this interaction, leave this set a couple times and come back. I think 4 times in total. Normally you wouldn't do that, right? Normally if you like the girl and it's going well, you'd stay with. But in this case, I was coaching a bunch of students, and so I got a student into this group, and then I kind of left and then came back and left and came back. And so there were a lot of transitions. But it's a good example of opening and reopening. It's a good example of how not being needy, being scarce does generate more and more attraction. And it's a good example of abundance, because you definitely can run interactions like this. Now, obviously in a place like Vegas, where there's like 10,000 people in a club sometimes, you wouldn't necessarily want to do this because you'll never see the girl again. But in a smaller bar, a smaller club, by all means, you can mingle and bounce around and then reconnect with the girl later. And so it can be a viable strategy in some contexts. In some contexts, you may even be able to generate social proof in between and make it even better, like say in a social circle atmosphere. So it's a valuable lesson and also just a really good example pull overall.
I'm sorry. That was the fleiciest, most adorable look ever. And you have freckles too, which is not even fair. Hello, hi.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. Are you friends with this freckled person? I'm a little overwhelmed. Come here.
That's okay.
This is my very good friend. What are your names?
You never met a girl with freckles?
Never. Never. It's the first time in my entire life. What's that?
What's that?
Beautiful.
Never met a what?
She said you never met a girl with freckles. She's obviously being sarcastic. But anyway.
Freckles are blowing his mind.
It's impossible. I
didn't get your name.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Todd.
Todd?
Todd.
Todd, nice to meet you.
Cannot give me that look. Like, what is with the feistiness? I don't even know how to deal with this.
Oh,
It's a
shit.
little too much. And then this, like she has like the devious eyes.
I know, she has the light eyes, I have the freckles. Together, we're the ultimate package.
Really? Oh, yeah? Let me see.
They're like coordinated.
I guess a little bit, yeah. They're brown though, right? They're just like light brown.
So we've seen a few different things here. Number one thing to notice is this girl turned and we made eye contact and I opened immediately. Okay, I didn't wait to see if she was hot. I didn't wait to see if the situation was good. Eye contact, you open instantly, right? And it turns out that the one I opened wasn't the one that I wanted to necessarily open, but I have a student with me, so I put the student on her, and then I'm on the other girl, right? So we have the two set, me and the student, we're good to go, and things are looking really good. Notice how I manage the group. Notice how I let the student talk for a minute when he comes in. I let him carry it for a second, and then because it was a strong open, the group re-engaged me. All right, so this is kind of a I would say like a stereotypical like bread and butter example of opening for your wingman, bringing your wingman in, etc. You should do this with your wingman as well.
What colored your hair together,
What is your name?
right?
There's a part of me that is tempted to have a crush on you, and there's a part of me that's tempted to run away right now. I probably should. If I were smart, I would do that. As
I was
is,
born on Halloween, so it's
you're a what on
What's your
Halloween?
name?
I'm the nicest
That's a big claim. And actually, if you're the nicest person I've ever met, you might be boring. So I hope it's not true. I want you to be nice, but like not entirely boring. You have the one little.
My name's not really Melissa.
Fair enough. So you had that. Never mind. I won't help you. I was trying to help you. You had the one little. You flipped it back and then you had that one little strand. I was trying to like. I was trying to make you perfect.
So here, the girl is qualifying to me, she's smiling, she seems into it, and so I actually reached up to kind of like push her hair out of her face and sort of start physically escalating and see where she's at. I probably don't want to kiss her in front of her friend, but I do want to test for that. I might, push her hair out of her face, I might even pull her hair a little bit if it's on, that kind of thing. So I was testing for that, but she seemed very resistant. Right, she seemed very much not okay with the physical, and so then I just kind of like excused it away and I explained she had some hair on her face, and then backed off. Right, so it's a good example of escalating or constantly attempting to escalate, constantly being willing to move things forward, but doing it in such a way that it's not a risk and it doesn't ruin the interaction if you fail.
You're welcome.
Right. So where was it?
Are you always this much of a little like smartass? So I've caught you at your best. I'm very flattered.
Filipino, Hawaiian.
Yeah.
Who's your friend?
Say hi.
Right What's that?
Introduce yourself.
I'm sorry. Yes. Are you both Hawaiian Pacific Islanders? From where?
I want to find someone to wing him that's not me.
So after I introduced the other girl to the student, I went to go find a wing for him, and then I decided to circulate and deal with the other students, et cetera, et cetera. And so I didn't necessarily plan on seeing these girls again, but it just so happens that I ran into them again, as we're gonna see.
Actually, do I even? Oh, yeah, you're like a friend. Sorry. I was looking at this like I know this girl from somewhere, but anyway. Hi, welcome back. Pleasure to meet you.
How do I know you?
We met over there a minute ago.
You added the coat?
Huh?
You added the coat?
I'm added the coat?
Yeah, you
I would appreciate if you'd stop trying to undress me so quickly.
No, you had it.
It's all very sudden.
I'm sorry, my real name is...
Okay. I'm Todd. I do find you intriguing, a little bit.
What's your real name?
My real name is Todd, which is the same name I gave you in the first place, to be
It's a
completely
bride.
fair. It is a bride. Let's not move that fast, shall we? Let's just be friends and drinking buddies first, if we may. Yes?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
We can be friends tonight.
So a couple quick interesting things. First of all, you see these two girls in the foreground here. There's actually one of my immersion assistants is talking to the two of them, and I actually had opened that set and was talking to the two of them, but it turned out that the girl on the right was married, and I didn't think the set was going to go anywhere, and then this girl kind of came up behind me, so I reopened her, partly to reopen her, partly as an excuse to just leave the other set without being a total dick about it. And then, funny enough, the girl she vaguely remembered me, but didn't really remember me, because granted, I talked to her for 30 seconds. Did I get butthurt about it? No. Was it a problem? No. I just went forward as a confident man should. And when I did so, and flirted a little bit, all of a sudden she does like me, she opens up, and now we have more of a one-on-one intimate connection than we had in the first place.
Alright, we could do
What are
that.
you drinking?
I was doing vodka soda and then gin tonic.
You should probably have a drink.
I would love to come have a drink. What are you drinking? May I?
Yeah, out of my straw. I'm just kidding. I don't care. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I don't really
With a vodka soda, or what is that? Something in soda.
It's a vodka soda with a little splash of juice.
A little juice. You're a little juicy. Can I tell you that at first when I first met you, I actually thought you were gonna be a little too white bread and boring and whatnot, but you actually have a little sass to you. I appreciate it.
I tried a boring. I'm Asian. Well, I'm half Asian.
You know what I mean? What I mean, vanilla is the word I actually meant. I meant vanilla and boring.
Why would you
I was thinking of something white. Because you have you're all white and lacy. White and lacy is all classy and whatnot. But I like the feistiness about you. You've actually grown on me. Do I smoke cigarettes? No, but I'll have one with you over
I
here.
really don't, but I really want to ask someone for a drag.
For a drag?
I don't.
Can I have one drag on your cigarette?
You might let me.
Huh?
You might let me.
You might
You might let me.
You might. You can ask. Or I just get you one if you'd like, but whatever.
Yeah, not for kid, but for. I guess if you're a smoker, you don't really do that for other people. I don't know.
Oh my. Come here. Tell me about you real fast. Oh, do your thing. Hello, welcome back.
Okay, so we've gone through the flirtatious part, now we're into qualification, and the set's gotten a little bit more dull, but more intimate, which that will happen. You have to make sure that it doesn't get completely dull, but it is okay if it drops off a little bit. And then she got distracted by the whole looking for a cigarette thing. So rather than cling to her or hold on too tightly, I just let her go. Here, do your thing, whatever, no big deal. Actually turned back, talked to the other girls for a second, and then she came back, and then I re-engaged her again.
How are you? Hi, welcome back.
Done.
You got your drag?
Are these your friends?
This is my friend. These are my new friends. This is my old friend. These are my new friends. I know. Well, we can go do that in a minute. I'm curious about you real fast first, if I may be. Because I think you're adorable, but I don't know your story at all. I know zero about you.
What do you want to know?
I want to know what is the craziest thing you've done this year.
this year.
Other than talk to me, which is obviously a risk, but you got the shit. Take care. Like nothing. You're like, I was late for work once, you know.
No, I've done a lot of crazy shit, but I don't think it's worth telling a stranger.
Oh, we're strangers now.
I've done a lot of crazy shit.
I thought we were special to each other.
I've done a lot of crazy shit, but I don't think it's worth telling a stranger because then you'll think that I'm
Crazy?
or just like easy to manipulate to do crazy things because I will do it, and I don't even want
Let me level with you. Let me level with you on that. So,
What's the craziest fucking thing you've done?
crazy this year?
No, it's good. It's got like fucking.
Apparently you have something because you wouldn't be asking me if you didn't have something cool.
I hadn't really thought about it, but let's see. Let's see. How about flying to Europe on the whim and getting like stranded in the south of France without a car? Does that count? I don't know.
That's
I had to try and hitchhike in French, and I don't speak French. It was not good. Je ne comprends pas français, mais très très belle.
J'ai une copie de ce français.
That's it. That's all I got. That's all I got. I literally don't. Español sí. Si hablo español, puedo. I can do Spanish, but no French. Well, we'll just have to resort to English, you and I, apparently. That's okay. Between the two of us, the countries we could travel to effectively are increased, so that's good. I could take you to South America. You could take me to like North Africa.
Where have you been in South America?
So here, again, we're doing more qualifying, we're doing more get to know you. But what I'm doing to keep it from getting boring is I'm constantly, first of all, it's we could do this, we could do that, etc. But also I'm conveying a cool life to her. I'm conveying a fun, interesting life of travel, life of interesting experiences, etc., etc. I'm giving her this vision of me as a high value guy, right? And so, yes, it is boring chit chat, but it's boring chit chat with that undertone, which makes it very non-boring from the girl's perspective.
Argentina, Bolivia.
Only Argentina.
Actually, did you love it?
I loved it.
Yeah. Can't give me that
Do you
look.
wanna come?
Join you?
Yeah.
I'm invited.
You're invited.
Shall we?
Yes.
Because you guys. Oh, you're so silly. Come. Remind me, it's because I heard a V name, but I heard. No. But it's
Yeah. What's your name again?
what? Todd.
Yeah.
What's your actual name? It was a V name, but I don't remember. What the hell? You lied to me. I had it right, and you lied to me.
Sit down next to anyone.
Okay. I'm gonna get real with you. I enjoy talking to you, and I'll drink and hang out with you, and let's just have fun and see what happens. All right? Fair enough.
Don't get mad if I like someone else that I might be interested in.
Oh shit.
I'm just saying.
Oh shit. That's
all I'm saying.
fucking brutal. Well, excuse me. Are you trying to tell me this?
That's why I'm being honest. Come find me.
Oh my god. It's right here. Come here. How
I'm just being real. I'm being real with you.
Okay, look at me.
I'm being real with you.
So there's an interesting little shit test. You can't really hear it very well on here, but if I recall correctly from being there, she said something along the lines of, hey, you have to be okay if I see some guy I'm interested in and want to talk to him because, I just, broke up with someone and I'm kind of horny. Right? That's an interesting shit test, right? Because she's basically saying I'm very down for sex tonight, but she's also saying she's not that into me yet, right? And a lot of guys will get all butthurt about it and whatnot. Instead, I read it as, oh, logistics are good. Okay. Because when I look at a situation with a girl, I think, is she hot enough? Is she down enough? Are the logistics good? And of the three, is she down enough is the least important because that's the one I can correct, right? That's the one I can alter, right? So if she specifically is potentially open for sex tonight, that's ding, 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 we have a winner. Even if she said she's specifically looking for someone not me. And that's the difference between and a guy who plays to win, who's advanced, and a guy who's intermediate that takes no for an answer very quickly and looks for every reason to leave the set and every reason to give up. For me, that's a reason why things just got better, not worse.
Okay, so I told you my story. I need something adventurous from you.
I told you everything.
Everything adventurous?
Adventurous? Oh, I've been all over. Where have you been? Yeah.
What group are you?
I've been in Australia, Southeast Asia, Europe, London,
She's right behind you, behind me. Your friend is right here.
I did not recognize you in this.
Oh man.
You're so funny to this man.
Yes.
Mentor.
He's amazing, isn't he?
Yeah, he's like,
Yes.
how do you know him? Your friend.
He's my mentor, like for like business.
I live in New York. I live in New York and I
I
travel.
just had the best time in
We're
New
down here
York.
for like.
And you didn't look me up? My God. My God.
I went to the Hamptons over Memorial Day weekend. It was like the best fucking time of
Okay, so this is looking much better now, right? They are with my student. The girl likes my student, like the other girl likes my student. My girl likes me enough, right? To be fair, ironically, my student probably has more attraction in this set than I do, or at least is more well hooked into this set than I am because he stayed and built a connection, etc. But this is a good situation. 2 guys, 2 girls. Both girls, logistically, they're the only ones there. Both girls like the guys enough to continue talking to them and continue progressing things. It has all the hallmarks of it could be a pull.
Really?
yeah. All my my friends from where we're are from Long Island and McManson and Southampton and Norfolk and all over the fucking place. And we had the best time.
I feel like you're like name dropping places right now.
What?
You're like name dropping places at me right now.
No. This is like where I was the past 2 weeks. I just got back like Sunday night.
Nice.
I've never. Oh my god, there goes my straw. Oh.
Did you just spill all over me?
I saw.
That's, I don't know where that is, but anyway. You also just, dear, you're getting me wet.
Our lovely friend over here decided to go to sleep.
I'm having a nice job.
We're all gonna go out.
Shall we?
Wait, which one? We live like half a mile.
Think nothing of it, dear.
Everyone was concerned.
Anyway, so that's good. So you get to travel and hang out, and that's your life. It's not so bad. It's not the worst thing in the world.
What are you drinking today?
Gin and tonic.
I think you should have probably another gin and tonic.
I will. Whenever you're done, I will go get you one. I'll get me one. If you want me to partake, if you're trying to get me drunk, I'll get.
Great, I'm drinking gin and tonic.
I may.
So this is a nice little indicator when a lot of times I'm walking around the club and I don't have a drink, either because I don't drink that much or because I already had one and it's done now. Because particularly I drink when I'm with girls, right? So a lot of the time in the club I don't have a drink. So a lot of girls are like, where's your drink, right? I'm like, yeah, I finished. I'll get another one with you later. But this girl's trying to feed me alcohol. She's like feeding me part of her drink and suggesting we get another drink together. There's 2 reasons for this. One is if we get a drink together, there's that like comfort built and that like we're together aspect. Secondly is that if she's been drinking, if she knows I've been drinking, she feels like we're on the same sort of playing field. She hasn't been taken advantage of, right? And so she feels a little more comfortable about the whole thing. So whenever you notice girls trying to get you drunk, take into account the fact that quite possibly they're trying to get you drunk because that's part of their narrative for having sex. So I would take this as a very positive sign, combined with the earlier, sex is on for me, but you're not the guy. Now she's saying, I think you are the guy. So all the signs here are pointing towards girls ready to go home with me. Maybe not right now, but it's definitely in the cards.
I'll go with you.
What?
I'm probably more drunk than you are.
Fair enough. I did start relatively early.
Just get in there.
I'll do what I can.
Do you want me to get in there? Because I can do it.
Damn, that's right.
What are you drinking? You good?
So yeah, I got the drink with the girl, I stayed and sipped for a little bit, but then I was running a program, so I had a lot of other students around. So what I did is I left the two girls with the student. The optimal thing if I actually wanted to pull would be to stay and run the set and try and stick in there and whatnot. I left the 2 girls with the student though because I had a dozen other students that night. So I'm running around dealing with them. So I left her with him, and then planned to roll around. Actually, I think, if I remember correctly, they actually went to the bathroom, and then he was going over with them, and they were all kind of hanging out together. In any case, I left them together, but then I went over to wing other students, right? And I was hoping to come back and be able to meet up with them, or to be able to bring another student in, and ideally even have the student wing them home if possible. But I went around to go do the rounds, and then hopefully come back. But I want you to know that's not the proper way to play it. The proper way to play it, if you actually want to pull, is stick with them like glue. As soon as you have a girl that is down and likes you and has indicated good things, stick with her like the fucking jaws of life and don't let go, all right? I do this because A, I have abundance, and B, I'm running a program. But it's not the proper thing to do, so do as I say, not as I do in this case.
Where's it at? Where's it at? Venice Beach, ladies. I'm nice to meet you. You know Todd?
He's amazing. Yes.
Any friend of Todd's a friend of mine.
Hi, nice to
This
meet
is one of
you.
my best. Come here, you. You are fucking trouble, but for whatever reason, no, not drunk.
I'm
You're
not trouble.
A little bit.
Oh,
But you know what?
please.
I enjoy it. It's okay. You don't have to apologize.
All of that.
You should never in life
I'm not-
apologize
I'm
for
not-
being fun.
I'm
Never
not
apologize for being
I'm not
fun.
apologizing for anything.
Oh man. All right.
I don't apologize.
All right. Don't apologize. Just dance.
I think we need to fucking get a move on because I want to drink.
I agree.
Close enough to her.
I agree.
Alone.
You're fine.
How do you know
This is James.
Todd?
Amazing.
Me and Todd run for like, what, 8 years now?
Yeah,
but
probably
how?
about that.
I'm
Yeah,
James.
How?
Pleasure. Any friend of Todd, like I said, always a friend of mine.
But how do you know each other?
College?
Yeah.
Question mark?
Question mark, college party? College party? Are we doing finger locks?
I don't know.
I love it.
1, 2, 3, 4. Snake cheating.
No, I know.
Okay, so here I've met back up with the girls. Turns out that the student that was with them is no longer with them, which is sad for me. And actually, to his detriment, because later on in the night, the other girl was asking, where is he, where is he? So he did a good job, and the girl really liked him. I don't know why he left. It was like a stupid decision on his part. But he should have stayed with him, because the girl still really liked him. They just didn't know where he was. So worse luck for him. But anyway, I bumped into the girl again, and she was like, oh my God, there you are. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to, whatever. So she's like super into me. And then it just so happens that at that moment I ran into another legend of game. If you don't know who this man is, I'm not gonna, because I haven't asked his permission to have him in the video, so to speak. So I won't tell you who he is, but if you happen to recognize the voice and know who he is, more power to you, so to speak. Is a guy with really, really good game who I happen to know who's associated with RSD. We'll leave it at that. Okay. So I happen to run into him, and he's kind of an ideal wingman. So from here, we're going to basically leave the club with the girls.
Just holding my finger like a
Let's
boa
go.
constrictor on a baby mouse.
Français, para mí español.
Parce que je français.
Yeah, for français. Yeah, I know we did that actually. You use French, I do Spanish.
Are we?
Come on, shall we? Shall we? Come on.
Can you lead the way?
Yes, I can. Excuse me, guys.
And like he's hyper. You guys are both bored. He's like,
She was like, I'm supposed to like.
Oh, Justin.
Oh, okay. James. I know Justin. I love Justin. I feed him pizza every single night.
Not tonight.
My man, not tonight.
We love Justin.
Yeah.
We're gonna go dance. We love Justin.
You promise? I just want to make sure. We just letting us jump the rope.
We'll just Uber it. We can take it. We'll probably take him anywhere with you. I needed a good wingman to take him somewhere else. Like I was gonna take him to Victorian, which is a place we can actually dance. But if you're with an actual wing like you, we could probably just take him back somewhere.
Okay.
It's up to you.
Where's the Victoria?
Just down the street. It's Main Street.
No, it's not Summer Street. It's like Uber.
No, we're gonna Uber, but it's close.
I told you, if you're here for a night, we gotta go home.
I'm not crazy. It's birthday. It's Father's Day tomorrow.
You have another day. You got a weekend.
What? I said, my mother loves me. I'm not crazy. It's Father's Day
Hey,
tomorrow.
where's your
Is in the bar.
You're just
Do you want me to
leaving
call
him?
him?
No, I'm
Walk away,
no,
walk away,
but
walk
are
away.
you're just
Just,
leaving him?
at this point, we can just walk.
You're just leaving him?
Yeah.
Why?
Come on, guys.
Uber will be here in about
All I wanted
30
to do
seconds.
was show, 2 seconds being. Ooh, look good there. Was that a lemon in your mouth or a
It
lime?
was a lime,
Was that a
baby.
lime?
It was a fucking lime, baby.
mm.
It's a major difference.
You're a lime, baby. Stop telling me all your shitty limes, man. Kind of your
Hold
pickup
on.
limes.
Why?
Sick of your pickup limes. Like, literally. Your pickup lines have been used up
Okay,
and spit
okay,
out.
how do I post this pic of us? It's fun.
Oh, you're both really limey in that one. You guys look
Super
like 2
limey.
British girls.
What does that even mean?
They call British people limey.
paradise.
I'm on a paradise. Next. This pic of Phil.
How you doing? So Todd, yeah? Beautiful.
Give it up, Scott. Yes. Got it.
You guys want to hop in the back?
Yeah, but we gotta find the most perfect.
I didn't know it was a 4-seater. I was going to hop in the front.
Just hop in the back with her if you can.
I think you like it.
4.
Wait,
Just
how
the
do I
back
do
seat
this?
as well.
Oh.
Here, hop in the back.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Back.
That was clever, baby.
You're welcome. Yes.
Hey, I'm gonna be a friend, be the DJ.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I guess I could do it from here.
As soon as I find the most perfect.
Really?
Chapstick on the back, lipstick on the back seat. You guys want that?
That's probably not my shade. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely not my shade.
Can you turn it up like way louder?
All right, so you can see a lot of things on the poll. One thing is we're just very calm, right? Both me and my wingman, who also is very good with game here, we're calm. We've been here before. It's not a big deal. And the girls are helping. I was like, hey, do you want to put some Pandora on? And she starts dancing, et cetera, et cetera. So they are helping things progress. They're helping things go in the right direction, helping things go down. At this point, it's a close call, which you kind of notice I discussed with him. Close call between trying to take them straight home or taking them one other place first. In this case, we opted to go one other place first, only because I knew that, well, he is new in the set. So the longer he's in, the better off we'll be. And it could be a little weird to just spring it on them when we get home. Also, by going to another place, we're going to be able to isolate, maybe have one more drink, and then pull home. So the higher percentage play in this case, I think, is one more place quickly and then home. Because the girls are so compliant, I don't think we're going to lose it along the way. But debatably, you could just take them home here. I do think you'll lose probably a few more than you should based on they're like, oh, what the fuck, I thought we were going somewhere else. Because we had specifically told them we're going to go dance. We'd specifically told them a place. So in this case, I think that is the right move as far as a percentage basis, but you can make an argument either way. So I just want to point that out. In any case, very interesting poll. A lot of just like very standard stuff, but in very like different contexts. You can see the principles being applied in situations that wouldn't necessarily come up every single day.